Today is a different video than I usually do. I've been away at camp and just figuring out some ideas, getting my brain back into its building mode because we're going to do a lot more building. So here I'm going to show you some survival ideas that you guys can use in your survival world that will make it look better. I am probably not going to do any tutorials on this because I hate tutorials now. They're a waste of time for me. But this is just to make you guys come up with your own ideas, and I'll give you a good idea of what you can use with a ton of the new blocks, especially tuff and calcite, and it'll just hopefully give you some ideas. And the whole point of getting better at Minecraft is in building is to just keep on working. So here we use kind of a tough stone to andesite look, kind of like what I'm going to use for a castle that you saw in the intro that I put an outline in. And it's basically that around. I put some cobblestone to add some texture, but the roofs are made out of cyan wool and warped wood, as you can see, because those actually work pretty well together. And it is very symmetrical. It's a four-pointed castle. And inside I put an enchanting table, which is very cool. And there is hallways to all of the different towers. I hope this gives you some inspiration to build your own cool stuff. With the new tough block installed, it adds like so much more stone gradients that you can add. Also, I add some spruce trapdoors over there to the spruce door. Now over here we have a farm design. It's very easy. You can make it look good by just adding some walls like so. I used granite, and I also used a mixture of carrots, wheat, and pumpkin to add some of that texture. And I used granite and gravel, and I call it shoveled path, what you see right here. It's a very good mixture and for a path that you guys can use, and also you guys can come up with your own paths. Over here we have a starter house design. It's kind of a right angle starter house with a tower. Mainly I used calcite and white wool going into white concrete as a gradient, as you can see down there, because calcite is a great kind of rusted bottom block. In order to come up with the starter house, you really have to mess with dimensions to see what you like. I added these cool little, I don't know what you call them, arches, where I mixed the granite wall with the dark oak. And I also created them over the doors as well. It's pretty cool. I also added a horse pen over here. Awesome. I also had these cool little window designs with like little ledges and fence gates. I also added flower pots. In Java, you don't have to place trapdoors. Slabs underneath them. I put a swing here, and yeah, so that's basically it. And I also did the interior, which I'm very happy about. This is like storage area. Ooh. And even when I'm going through this, I'm like, oh, I could add so much more stuff. Like I'm going to add a bookshelf over here, I think. Two probably, to give it that nice look. Boom. That looks nice. Over here, we have like a seating area. We have a furnace area. It's very small, nothing much. Over here, we have like an atrium through those two doors. I'm going to put a light under there to add some more light. We have a table and a crafting area. It's very nice. See, over here, you can put like your plants and stuff. I didn't know what to do with the tower. I didn't want to make a staircase out of it because I don't like 3x3 tower stairs. I don't like putting stairs in 3x3 towers. And if you probably notice, I have sore throat, so this isn't going to be the best commentating. I also have some storage up here and some barrels that you can add. I also put a place for my pets, Paul, Birdo, or whatever I call them, beakers, yeah, and Hobbs. Pretty cool. I also made a jukebox, some bookshelves. If you add looms to bookshelves, it looks like empty bookshelves, and I also added a bed there. So that's just to give you some ideas what you could add to the interior of your house to make it look good. Next up, we have a villager hall. I really wanted to mix in sandstone and strip spruce logs to create this cool little barn-like feature. And granite and spruce also work well for a roof, which I'm going to show here. And I add some of the same kind of arch. And I also added a tower here, mixing in the granite, spruce, and sandstone. I add like every single color. I add these trap doors on the side to give it a barn look. This is just to give you ideas. If you're making like a barn type thing, I would recommend adding those trap doors. It gives it that little touch. On the inside, I added all the villagers. I made a nice kind of floor design, which is very easy to make. You just have to place blocks down to make it look cool. And I also added dark oak and crimson wood, not crimson, warped wood on the top for the ceiling of the building. Next up, we're working towards a sugarcane farm. This is a pretty easy on-max sugarcane farm. It just gets rid of the sugarcane. It's a starter sugarcane farm. It's not anything big because I suck at redstone, so this is all I could muster. I added, it made it also a barn shape with 2 towers on the ends. Those are for the chests where all of the sugarcane is falling into. I also added some cool rocks and also some flower pots. Over here, I'll show you how it works. Basically, there's an observer 3 high, and when that sugarcane reaches 3 high, it automatically, all the redstone activates the pistons, which makes the sugarcane fall into the stream into a chest, which I will show you. I use dark gray wool and dark gray concrete as a roof design. It really works well with the dark oak, and I also added some strip spruce pillars. Moving on, here I have built a tower. It is a Bonemeal Farm, basically where you put your excess leaves and seeds, and you put it in a chest. It goes into a hopper that manually puts it into a composter that puts it into another hopper, into a chest. And here I did the same kind of acacia, coal. I added some stone bricks, some stone to some andesite, and mixed in cobblestone. I also had this cool little emerald, copper, and some warped wood design. It looks pretty cool on the side. I just fidgeted with it to get what I liked. And I also added a green wool and green concrete roof, which also looks pretty cool. I also incorporated some smooth stone to create some window frames, and this is how it works. It's so you don't have to place random stuff in a composter, and if you don't have a skeleton farm, then this is a great way to get bone meal. But it is slow, so yeah. Over here this is a cool little thing that I added. I saw Mumbo's space and I was like, I want to kind of recreate this, and I put in his camper van a nice tree. I also made another camper van with some terracotta and copper. This is if you guys want to use it. I recommend you go watch Mumbo Jumbo's Hermitcraft Season 8 video. It's pretty funny, and I also like his design for his little caravan. He didn't go too over the top like everyone else, which I also really like. And here's some barrels, a nice tree, and yeah, it's a pretty cool area. And that's my specialty. Over there we have a castle, and that will be the next video coming out. I'm sorry, I just want to get this out and give you guys some ideas. And if you guys want any other ideas to help you build in survival or creative, just tell me. And that's probably going to be it for the video. I'm going to frickin' bed.